The Gonzaga Bulldogs are looking to bounce back from a tough overtime loss to San Francisco. But despite the heartbreaking upset, many dedicated fans spent 5 nights in the rain and cold just to get a good seat at tonight's game against Portland. What's the worst part about camping?
Probably the nights when it rains. The whole tent gets wet and your sleeping bag gets wet and everything is just wet.
Rain and cold are among the many discomforts that come with camping outside the McCarthy Center. But harsh conditions weren't enough to make the campers pack up and head home. After a disappointing loss on the road, students were even more inspired to rally behind their team.
It just shows the resilience of our students and the faith that they have in the basketball team to get behind them after a tough loss like that. I think it's a select group of schools that have dedicated students like us.
It was the Zags' first regular season conference loss in 28 games. Yet campers who had set up their tents the night before the defeat did not even think about taking the tent down.
All the more reason to show support for the Zags. You know, you got to make sure that you're out there. I mean, we're planning on being front lines, ESPN2 the whole way, you know, cheering the Zags on.
We're true fans, and it was just one loss, and it was a tough loss, but we're going to still support the Zags.
As game time neared, campers packed up, eager for game time. But they won't be out of the cold for long. For next Thursday's game against St. Mary's, Tent City's population is sure to be in the hundreds. So after days of sleeping outside the McCarthy Center, these self-proclaimed best fans in basketball are ready to do it all again next week. Reporting from Spokane, I'm Lindsay Joy for Palestra.net, the College Network.